These war debts. Let's say we calculated, yes, mhm, what every military knows throughout the world. Now, somebody said we're going to play top secret family where we're going to refuse to enforce the rights of American citizens. Yes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to act like we don't have to do this. But I do think that the military is somewhat involved in what is going on. And all of those employees of the United States military in every nation of the world, China, India, Saudi Arabia, Russia. I would say that any corporation that has manufactured anything that is not legal for sale, yes, is legally liable for anything that they manufactured. Yeah. And every time that there's been a military involved in any of this, it's called war debts. Now, let's say the sheriff has a dog. Yeah. And he didn't grow up with the dog. It wasn't his twin brother that was born out of the same vagina that he came out of. Oh! See, all of us should have originated from a vagina. And for every military that knows of any genetic manufacturing of children, yes, yes. Any manufacturing of look-alike so that you could come to find out family, and has spent any of the actual taxation of their individual populations, yeah, using their top secret technology, yes, to be able to take them, they are owed a debt. Now, let's say I called the Chinese because I lived on Guam. Yeah. And the American Air Force at that time decided that Paul is the bridge between China and the United States, the one individual that both nations could trust. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I volunteer, I'll do it. Yeah. You can both be on me at the same time. Isn't that right, Joint Region Marion? Now, we've been playing a game called We Do Not Want to Expose the War Crimes of Corporations. We don't want to hold liable the billionaires that have cloning technology, sewing technology. They have the availability of sewing in as if they owned the world. But any time that I ask a military to calculate exactly how much actual taxation have they spent, yes, in trying to convince the police and sheriff's departments to enforce the laws, I would say that I have the right to sue on the behalf of other nations for any debt of any corporations. Now, I am that individual that would say that when you committed the crime of treason against me, because of misappropriation of the identity of the state of Washington, that I'm going to go through each military of the world, yes, and I'm going to ask them how much actual time, yes, have your individual soldiers and sailors been spending, yes, in reading emails, watching videos, and how many satellites have been used to be able to unsew what was sewn? Yes, because you had to be on them, didn't you, police department? Right now. Now, you thought that you were manufacturing technology because the Department of Defense wanted you to do that. Yes. But you ended up selling your technology to other foreign nations that are making war against the United States. Then there's the other side of the Russian army, the other side of the Chinese army, the other side of India's army, the other side of Saudi Arabia's army. Now, when I get to talking to these individual nations, I'm going to ask them, how much would you calculate your individual military?